Thank you very much. Sheriff Barnes, you've been involved in this space for quite a while, right? How would you describe the role of China in the fentanyl problem America faces?
China is the first domino that tips in contributing to the fentanyl crisis. They are the contributor of the vast majority of the precursor chemicals, and if we deal with that, that would be the first great first step in dealing with it.
When they say they're not, they're lying, right?
I would say they're not being truthful, yes.
Yeah, I would say they're lying. So there's a 10% tariff on China. One of the things that President Trump would like to accomplish is to protect our country from fentanyl poisoning. Sheriff Barnes, what you say the DEA echoes. Without China, this couldn't happen. China is an essential ingredient in the poisoning of America by fentanyl. To the Chinese Communist Party, you either change or there will be consequences coming from the Trump administration and the Congress. We're not going to sit by any longer and watch you enrich yourselves, different companies in China, at the expense of America. So be on notice. You either change your practices regarding supporting drug cartels in Mexico, China, or you will pay a heavy price. And that's not too much to ask. Do you agree, Sheriff Barnes?
I do, Senator.
Doctor, how do you say your last name, ma'am?
Farfan.
Okay. Do you think the drug cartels should be foreign terrorist organizations under U.S. law?
I'm going to comment on the impact that this could have on U.S.-Mexico security.
No, I didn't ask that. I just said, do you think they're deserving of the designation?
I believe it would really hinder the notion of shared responsibility that
No,
is
that's
the
not a question.
cornerstone
I mean,
of U.S.-Mexico security cooperation.
I think they've earned it 1,000 times over. And to our friends in Mexico, we want to work with you, but we're not going to sit on the sidelines any longer and watch drug labs right below the southern border manufacture out in the opening fentanyl and other drugs to kill Americans. We want to work with you. Sheriff Barnes, do you believe that in many ways Mexico has lost sovereignty over this issue?
I believe the Mexican laws have failed domestically, and I believe that that has had downrange effects on U.S. lives. So
to our friends in Mexico, we appreciate you sending the soldiers, but that's just a first step. As Senator Tillis said, we need to put the drug cartels on notice. You cannot thrive and survive the way you're doing today. Why are they in the drug business? Because the return on investment is large and the risk is small. They'll get out of this business when some of them get killed or go to jail. Do you agree with that, Sheriff Barnes?
I do agree with that. I think that's a complex issue, but they're one component of it. Obviously, as the manufacturers, there's lack of accountability, and until we address the issues on both sides, the addiction issue north of the border and the supply issue south of the border, and many other things that have to happen.
Well, I'm talking about the drug cartels. They're in this business because it seems to be a good business.
They are the equivalent of Amazon, a Fortune 100 company. They operate in scale.
I can't say it any better. And they're making money at the expense of us. To the two families, Mr. Noring, Mr. Perota, how do you say your last name, sir?
Puerta. Puerta. It's okay, though. I
Okay.
understand. You can't roll the R's. It's okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of problems speaking at times, but I don't have any problem understanding what you're telling me. Both of you are telling me that your loved ones paid the ultimate price because of failed policies. Do you both agree with that?
Yes, Senator.
I agree, Senator.
Okay, if you want to deal with this, we need to repeal Section 230. You should be allowed to sue.
I agree, Senator.
Snapchat should be sued.
Absolutely.
All these companies should be sued because they're fostering an environment that is killing people. They are a dangerous product. It's the only companies I know of in America that there is no government agency really regulating their behavior, and you can't sue them, and there are really no laws on the books that control their behavior and empower consumers. So if you feel hopeless out there as a parent and helpless, There's a reason you feel that way, because there's not a damn thing you can do about it. That needs to change. I wish you well in your lawsuits, and I will, until my last breath here, try to repeal Section 230. Thank you all very much.